William Friedkin, director of The Exorcist and The French Connection, has passed away. Friedkin's The Exorcist is one of the most iconic films in movie history. Many viewers were so frightened that they were unable to watch it to the end. William Friedkin, who directed the classic films The Exorcist and The French Connection, has died at the age of 87. A statement from his family said he died of heart failure and pneumonia. The Oscar-winning director was considered one of the most influential directors of his generation, and was part of the new Hollywood movement in 1970s cinema. Friedkin was nominated for an Oscar for the 1973 supernatural horror film The Exorcist, one of the most iconic films in movie history. He had already won the Oscar for Best Director for his 1971 crime thriller The French Connection. Horror author Stephen King paid tribute to Friedkin on X, formerly known as Twitter, writing, "Very sorry to hear of the passing of William Friedkin, a very talented director. The Great Zork is great, but for me the real classic was Carrot." Hollywood actor Elijah Wood wrote, "Oh man, a true master filmmaker whose influence will last forever. So long, William Friedkin." The Exorcist is based on William Peter Blatty's best-selling novel about a 12-year-old girl possessed by the devil. The girl's harrowing scenes of possession helped make it a box office sensation. It was not uncommon to hear of audiences who were so terrified they ran out of the theater before it was over, and some reported not being able to sleep for days afterward. It received 10 Oscar nominations, including one for Friedkin as director, and 1 for Blatty's screenplay and sound. The French Connection, released 2 years earlier, was based on true events and chronicled the efforts of independent New York detective James Popeye Doyle as he tried to track down Fernando Rey, the mastermind behind a major drug ring funneling heroin into the United States. It contains one of the most famous chase scenes ever filmed. The movie also won Oscars for Best Picture, Screenplay, and Editing. This prompted critics to hail Friedkin, then only 32 years old, as a leading member of a new generation of filmmakers. Friedkin continued to make movies and television shows well into the 21st century. However, he would never again come close to the success of those early works. Other films include To Live and Die in Los Angeles, Cruises, Rules of Engagement, and a television remake of the classic Sidney Lumet play and film 12 Angry Men. Most recently, he directed The Court-Martial of Cain's Rebellion, which is scheduled to premiere at this year's Venice International Film Festival. He has also directed episodes for such series as The Twilight Zone, Rebel Highway, and CSI Crime Scene. Friedkin began his career in local television and documentary projects, before moving on to feature films. He made his film debut with Sonny Ansher's Good Times in 1967, translated with www.deeple.com, translator-free version.